This my destiny, this my birthright, patience. It take patience. You can't turn time, blessing me. All the blessings me, front of your eye, testing me. God that testing me, we gon' make it our destiny. This my destiny, this my birthright, patience. It take patience, can't turn time, blessing me. All the blessings me, front of your eye, testing me. God that testing me, we gon' make it our. I'm winning the race. That's probably why it feel like I'm running away.
You gotta right those wrongs.
I'm stuck in the game, one foot on their neck, one foot in the grave.
And still life goes on.
I'm traveling Bay, I'm fit for a tour. I'll be back in May.
You gotta play your part.
Grateful of this day, blessed to be in this game. Plus the money is great.
So I write these songs.
What up, dog?
Jake? See what I mean, Jake? Already. This is the nature of existence.
Yeah.
Your mind's like, why are you taking deload? Your whole
Is
life.
this the speed you would want to do for 24 hours? 38?
Yeah. You see the new kit?
So that, oh, no ribs.
Do you see?
No ribs, dude. Yeah.
I tell you what, there's at least 1 kilometre per hour in this kit. And then when I did this zipper up here, it was spacesuit technology.
What's been cooking? You had any good menu items last?
I've been cooking a lot of potato. You get a lot of leftovers too.
Yeah.
I usually don't have leftovers in life.
You eat it all.
Yeah, that's a new thing for me. Leftovers? Seriously, dude. If I told you that leftovers is going to change my destiny, you think I'm crazy, but it's the truth. How are you, dude?
Thanks, how are you?
You're pushing a lot of buttons for an automated machine.
Well, I'm going to cut that out of the video.
Oh man, it's a lot.
Don't be like that. See you, man.
Thanks, mate.
Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Right, we're on. Should we ride over?
Yeah.
I need to get like a bedside table tray.
A little couch.
How are you? Oh, I see. What do they call this in Star Trek? This is the bridge.
Bridge. Oh,
It's a bridge with Captain Picard, yeah. Key point, this week's turned into a deload week. So usually with the training I like to do, I usually like to do these waves. It's, you know, like making music, and sometimes it goes boo like that, and sometimes it's like boo like that. It's easier for me to smash it, and it's harder for me to relax. This is what ends up happening. You end up getting into this in-between state where you're not really performing at the level you want, but you're not really performing so shit you don't stop. You're like in this in-between where like you call upon yourself and you get like 70%, and then your body's in the background going, what the fuck, man? I thought we were gonna rest.
Yeah.
So now I'll slowly start to shut you down. Someday I talk to my knee and say, I'm gonna call on you one day.
But because you've been good, faithful to
I look at it and say, one day I'm gonna ask you for something and you're gonna respond to me. Look at that knee. Have you ever seen it? That knee is full of, you know, like body jelly waiting to be used.
Yeah.
You will never find pointy knees on an Arab. Seriously, eh? If you've seen those knees, you wouldn't think I trained.
Honestly, they don't look that athletic, eh?
I tell you that, I know. Years ago, that's how I started thinking of it, because I found myself constantly getting extremely tired, just going through months and months and months and months. And this was good at the start. At the start, you know, I had moments where I was crying doing sets of curls.
Because it's building...
Because it built so much discipline and so much kind of like, oh, like, I don't want to do this, but I'm learning how to override that and realize that I'm in control. But that instilled a lot of discipline and confidence in the fact that if you want to go, you can go. It might be fucking whack.
Then you know you can override your...
You know you can override it. You know that you're not blown around like a paper bag by your thoughts. So there's a relationship there. I'm at the standpoint that if I believe in what I'm about to do 100%, then it's going to be beneficial for me. Give me the opportunity to explain it to you, aka explain it to myself. Okay. The relationship with the body. I feel like in this week I'll honour that. And I'll honour that even more so to the point that I haven't let it get to the point where I'm completely fucked up. We'll take the rest when we're good, so we don't get to that point where it's like, oh my God, I can't bend over, and I'm jacked up. You know, I used to want that job. Back to the thing. A certain level of confidence arises and trust when you just make the decision and you stick with it and you say, I'm taking responsibility for this, I don't give a fuck. You look at yourself like, I'm making a boss fucking move.
Yeah, you have respect for yourself.
Yeah, you have a big respect for yourself. Like, okay, I'm making this move, and I don't care if I get whatever happens. It's okay. I'm making this move. Incremental resting throughout the training to be one of the most productive things I've ever done. It was mind blowing to me because I remember years ago I was over in America and I was witnessing one of my mates, and he was doing these fucking deloads.
Yeah.
I remember once we were going for a walk, just shredded. This chick was walking up the path and he coughed, and she almost had a heart attack. She couldn't handle it. She almost passed out, dude. I'm looking at her like, I get it. Like, the fuck, you see the pecs on this dude? I don't understand either. He had this approach. It really opened my eyes because I was real like Rocky Balboa. I'm just going to sit here and do 3-hour gym workouts until I'm lifting the bar. I remember once there was a conversation like, he's like, what are you doing today? And I'm like, I'm just lifting for 3 hours. And 2 hours. And he would look at me like, oh, you're there still.
Yeah.
So you just come in here and lift for time? What, you're just out here trying to fucking destroy yourself? Like, there's no point to that, G. So I learned a lot from being in the presence of these dudes where they're like, oh, I'm gonna go do what's effective, and then I'm also gonna treat my body with respect. I'm also gonna push it when it needs to be pushed, pull back when it needs to be pulled back. The middle way took more discipline, but it produced a higher quality of life. And a part of me, even when you come, we're filming a video, a part of me wants to go, yeah, let's go do a 6-hour fucking ride, 200 and then go to the gym. But that's not, it'd be all for show. Yeah, it's more of a long-term approach now. This guy called Stefan used to pull up my car in this Nissan Skyline. I was such a piece of shit, man. He'd rock up, like this poor dude. I was like 16. We were training, he was like 20-something. I love this guy so much. He'd rock up after work, he was a plasterer. And he would be like 5 minutes late. And I was like so like in this like bodybuilding motivation world, like, are you kidding me, dude? He'd rock up late and he would be like, I'm so sorry, dude, I'm so sorry. And I'd be like, are you kidding me? You're coming to my house to pick me up 5 minutes late, like you think you want it? Like he's just actually just like in life. And I'm just like some kid at high school, like in my house eating avocados all day. And he's like looking at me, I'm like, you think you want this fucking shit, dude? We'd be punishing each other and we'd walk out the gym just like, oh my God, I can't. And then sit in bed all night like, and I'm asking my mum, do you think I can't sleep because I had too much pre-workout? It's the pre-workout. I'd be like, it's not the fucking pre-workout. I took it personally. Like, it has nothing to do with the pre-workout, mum. We were joking about this the other day, coming out with a book saying, I gave up Netflix and my life became a movie. It's a whole different topic. That's a key point. If you give up Netflix, you'll be in tune. You're your own coach, cunt.
Yeah.
Let me say that more poetically. You're your own coach. My life got juicy when I stopped removing the power from myself. When I became my own scientist, I will take away from this week what I meant to take from this week if I go the whole fucking week.
Yeah. But if Friday,
if I just go Wednesday and I just get a bit insecure, and this is the trap of it. God was talking to me at the cafe the other day. You know when people say shit and you just go, and then they look at you like, I didn't say anything. And you're like, cunt, what the fuck did you just say to me? Also, at the bike shop, the girl's like, yeah, there's no time like the present moment to fix a problem. And I was like, what'd you say? She's like, I said nothing. The feedback is real. What I'm trying to say, let me get this point across before we flex. This is a key point, I'm feeling it. Oh.
have you got it?
I've got it. No. The deload week is very key in making sure that your identity doesn't become too attached to whatever you're doing. That you are your own entity. Cycling is something that you do. It's not who you are. And that ensures it. Because if you go on your deload week and you start to feel discomfort, there's some sort of attachment there that's not healthy. Because you're starting to go, look, I'm not cycling, therefore I'm less of a human being. Your self-view becomes a bit like, oh, I'm not disciplined. I'm not good enough. What am I doing? I should work harder. And it doesn't make any sense. It's completely fucking delusional. So it's very good for ensuring that that part of it does not develop or grow. And you can kind of reduce that if you see it coming on. I don't feel like lifting, I'm not lifting. Lifting's who I am. If I'm not lifting, who am I? That's the formula. So for me, it's good just to go, oh yeah, I do that bike thing sometimes, it's cool. None of this can be controlled. And the harder you try to control it, the more pain you become in. It's like squeezing your fucking hand and saying, I'm relaxed. For me, when I think of that, I go, you try and hold it, you lose it because you can't actually hold it. The idea of holding it gives rise to the idea of losing it. For me, when I think I get in pain in life because I get attached to things and then I lose them, I go to myself, well, you never really had them anyway. But it was the belief that you had them that gave rise to the belief that you lost it, which caused you the pain. In terms of the conditions, I say there is no perfect external condition. That I can't actually control any of this around me, but what I can control is myself. And it's through controlling and perfecting your own inner condition that this external condition gets purified. It's the internal condition and the view that you hold nothing that purifies your external condition. If you don't purify the view from in here, then all of this is fucking chaos. In cycling, it's the same thing, man. Because a lot of times you go out and fucking headwind, fucking crazy, you feel like absolute shit, fucking, you can't control this. Suddenly when you come back to the view and you start going, oh baby, this is perfect.
I'm here already. Yeah.
This is and there's so many things that come along with that. It transforms the moment instantly. Once you get into fucking here, everything gets transformed for your benefit. Everything that comes into your path with the right view will be transformed to help you accelerate your journey. Everything, anger, insecurities, doubts, all of it. You see it and you go, oh baby, I know exactly what I need to do. You get scared, you go, I know exactly where I need to go. You get angry, you go, I know exactly what I need to do. These things come in. So if you don't know how to transform them into something useful for you to help you accelerate, then you're completely fucked. If you don't know how to ride into a headwind and go, oh, I get it, the headwind's actually helping me become a stronger, better human being, quite simply just in the cycling aspect, then you're going to be chasing the wind. Try and change the wind. If you can't transform the wind into something beneficial for you, you're chowed. It starts here, it doesn't start the other way. You don't go, oh, if the external condition is purified, then my internal condition becomes purified. Okay, one day it's northerly, one day it's an easterly. One day you wake up, you feel good. One day you wake up, you feel bad. One day the falafel's cooked perfectly, one day there's too many chickpeas in it. One day your girlfriend yells at you, one day she wants to fucking give you a back rub. Back rub, I go there. Yell at me, I go there. See, that's the juice of it, man. That's the juice of it. It was just that last week. It was that 4th week where all this juice came up. I'm seriously hyped on that internal condition shit, eh? You're in the situation, the heat gets turned up. You have the focus and the attention and the clarity to notice the process. You feel the heat and you go, oh shit, I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here.
That's the point.
And then you ask yourself, this is the key, who do I want to fucking become? What person do I want to be in life? Regardless of how you feel, a gold brick being refined down, all the impurities being pulled out and then cast into a new shape. And now the next shape you get cast into has the qualities that you meditated on in that moment when you asked yourself the question. We don't even need to train anymore. We'll go to the loop.
Yeah.
If you want to come to the gym, we can go to the gym after. Do you eat? What's your situation eating wise?
I haven't had breath yet.
Oh fuck, you're gonna be transparent by the time we finish. Ah! Ah! Let's go, Shaz.
Mate, you should have told me I would have got my kid on.
Oh, coming out on Thursday. Dude, this is crazy. We got 5 more Ks. All right, we're almost up to speed. This is it.
38.
Yeah.
24 hours.
We're 40 right now. I'm very intimate with this area.
Do you train here every day in your on week? In your on weeks?
Sometimes I might do probably 400K here a week. This is usually where I tell my ass, like, work. It's like Tour de France, final time trial, Malabar TT. We'll do a recon. I'll show you all the turns, all the quick lines.
Get that custom printed on the pad?
That's Destiny.
What?
Yeah, I didn't get that custom. Thanks for pointing that out. I never really realised. The joys of a 4K loop. The sights, the scenes, the neighbourhoods, the kid. Like, once you spend enough time out here, you can make him. We've seen a dude crush his little moped on the way to school once. You never know, someone might put an attack in on us. This is what they call batshit. This is a prestigious segment. Old mate's about to go to work. I think he leaves at 7:30. Like that. Usually you avoid that pothole. You know you've been going and decent when the sun's out of your vision. That's when you're warm. You're like, it's been a couple hours. This is the penultimate climb. It's about 5%, 50 meters. Here's Sandra walking her dog. She's about 7:30. I tell you what, I come through here like this and I tell myself, right now we're doing yoga. This is called a Tatasana. It's like a Shavasana, but on a TT bike. Here's a mad gun. Avoid this pothole at all costs. You almost cane it every time you hit that. be world champs right now. If you grip too hard, you become like, it's traumatic for the head. Sometimes you're hitting this straight here, you got a bit of doubt. Michelangelo didn't think he was a good painter. And then you push on. We're back. What do you want? You want lychee or you want strawberry?
Lychee.
I get educated every time I come to the fridge. Oh, no.
These are out of control.
These are the best.
Strawberry, no, the watermelon one is mental.
Oh, the pure watermelon water. Yeah, that's next level.
Any of these would be up. Dude,
I keep these on deck fresh. I'm not sponsored.
Like
I'm not even paid for
I
the
imagine going to like Drake's house would be like this. Like
I live that life, baby. That's purified water. Show them that. That's decalcified.
Second.
About 18 litres of pure water. Take that, and this is also pure. Also, just quickly, thanks to Jess, you want to have a hit of these?
I've tried them, and guess what? Guess what, dude?
You got a stomach ache.
I've got a self-control issue, and I ate the whole packet, and I had a hangover the next morning.
Do you know what? Like
proper hangover, dude. Because I know what, dude.
a hangover from
Like I had to go to
like lack of self-control.
No, from the sugar, I think.
Well, I keep them here just to remind myself, like, you're a fully grown adult. Sometimes I just have...
Is that an empty bag?
No, there's like 3 in there. Sometimes I do 1 a day, maybe even half. Let's have a sip of this, let's get hydrated.
Okay.
Oh, you will not find coconut water better than Coco Coast. This is like doing a pull-up. And then you get above the bar and you're looking down like, oh, I thought that was the top. Now I'm up here. Get above the bar, it's above the bar lifestyle. This is what troubles me the most when I come here. Out of all these vegetables, one of them says they're a good source of iron. Spinach, no iron. I thought Popeye ate spinach. For what? Was that for iron or for what?
Protein aspect that's in the ingredients.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We can cut that out the video. You know, like when they do MTV Cribs and they go to Drake's house and he's like, oh, here's my Rolls Royces and here's I got 50 chicks and G-bangers lined up. Come check out this.
Get out of here.
Come check this out. Look at my collection, eh?
Wow.
So, bang, bit of D3.
D3.
Prana On, this is key. Show them this.
Yeah.
If they don't know that this is the #1 protein on planet Earth, that's as factual as gravity. This, okay? We got the maca powder, we got the cacao. I'm on that superfood lifestyle. We got the PB2. That's like Netflix. Once I get rid of that, I'm gonna soar to the next level. Let's get into it. You know, the person who trained me in smoothie bowls is a master.
I can tell you one thing, I'm stopping at Aldi for frozen berries on my way home.
You're gonna see how simple this is. We dump that whole bag in there. That's Buddha approved. This is #1 milk on planet Earth, soy milk. We go one day. It seems like,
Not enough.
yeah, I know, but I'm telling you, it's a detail. I don't know how much we do of that. The maca powder, I'm big on the cacao. See how this is cacao? I was buying, for a while I was eating cocoa. I had someone here like, the fuck you eating cocoa for? I said, get my potassium up. They were like, you don't eat cacao? And they were like, bull, that's not cacao. That's cocoa. I almost jumped off the balcony. The amount of times I come here and been in the state and I've just gone, fuck it, I'll put more milk in. Just because I'm not willing to do the work to get the benefit. People are gonna see that and go, oh my God, it's not enough milk, it's gonna be too hard. It's a fucking Vitamix, it can handle it. We go bang. We put in the work now, baby. Get a wide shot of that. Let them see form. You gotta keep the core tight. You get carpo tunnel doing this, man. I got the electricity switch fortified. Extra power. Okay. Did you see what you were doing? You're, oh, it's burning. You need to put more milk. No. Now see that? Like.
Are you there?
No. Now we add the faintest. We're just gonna penetrate it with like about 100 mil. What you think you should add? Add half. Oh, I'm gonna add a bit more. I don't want to get too tired blending this thing. I shouldn't be this tired doing it. This is the finishing touches. I almost went into a trance there, dude. Do you see that? That's chocolatey. You feel bad eating it, like it's too much pleasure. Where am I going to get in life if I eat like this? You ready?
Yeah. Oh!
Did you see that, cunt?
Oh, man.
Did you see the texture? Let's do it again. So now that it's done, rehydrate yourself. If you're confident in yourself, you should be able to hold it over your head. Now we do the layering technique.
Assembly. Are we fully mixed?
Yeah, that's fully mixed. Don't worry about that. That's just cosmetic. When you're going for this type of consistency, you're going to have some blemishes. See that? We're going to, about that much on top. We'll get the gold dust. Then we just hit it with that. I think the peanut butter is essential. That's a very balanced meal. You've seen that. I know. Pete, these airbands.
Yeah.
These are for people who know what blood flow restriction training is. You heard of that? No. BFR. It's where you restrict the blood to your body part, and there's a certain type of training routine.
Yeah.
Get this: the guy I roomed with at university invented these, and I reconnected with him because he lives up here, just randomly at the supermarket. Then he's like, "Yeah, I invented this fucking BFR product." And then sold the company. Are you kidding me?
Is he set up?
He's an amazing fucking dude. Of course he's set up. He's an amazing dude. Look, you hook this up. This hooks up wirelessly to your phone, sets the pressure, and you do the training. That's a serious synchronicity. Look how big that magpie is.
That's a crow, dude.
We telepathically communicate. I dropped his mail off the other day. He was having some sort of meeting in his living room. Looked like a scene out of like Angels and Demons or something. I haven't eaten prana for so long it's messed up. Don't worry about the muscular gains. Look at this. Do you see that? Yeah. See how it's intact like that? Yeah. Count. 1, 2. We're gonna have to do a time lapse on this. This thing ain't falling off the spoon. This thing ain't falling off the spoon, man. They're asking me, how do you get through the vicissitudes of life? And I say, this is how. It's like taking Sus 250. Oh. Then, that's see, I'm really happy about the decision to take a deload week.
Yeah.
Perfect decision.
What would you be doing right now if you were going hard out?
I'll still be going.
You'd be going, cutting laps around.
We'd still be at that loop.
Dogwood.
Yeah, we'd still be at that loop till like lunch. If you wanted to sleep in past 4:30, you'd need some good blinds. This is my problem with the wind. See, it's windy time of year. You got to pat this in. But lately, I've been eating a lot of bananas. When you're exercising, eat a banana, you just feel like.
Made for it.
Yeah, you just feel like, you feel like a gorilla.
Yeah.
A life without meaning is not worth living.
Yeah.
That's facts. I'm talking for myself. I want a meaningful life.
But can't you just create meaning on your own?
Yeah, you can.
Is that hard?
Religion offers a lot of meaning, man, for a lot of people in the world.
Could it be a waste of time? I don't know. Not if it's providing meaning.
Do you know there's a thing like that? It's called Pascal's wager. So the wager is you live your life according to religious law, and you live that life, do good acts. If there is a God, you're rewarded. If there's not a God, you lived a good life. The other side of it is that you live your life according to whatever you want, relative to however you think it is, and that if there is a God, you're punished for it because you didn't live according to the law, or there's nothing, and then nothing happens. So on one hand, if there is a God, you're rewarded. And if there's not, you still lived a good life. On the other hand, it's 50-50. There's obviously restrictions, and I don't understand some of the restrictions, but I can get around that in the sense that, like, my mum imposed restrictions on me when I was a kid, and I didn't understand them. It was only till I became, when I wasn't a kid anymore, that I realised, oh, mum, thanks for that. I didn't know any better at the time. You had all the knowledge, so I needed you to impose that law on me, otherwise I would have been led astray by my own will. So it's only when you come out of that state do you realise, like, whoa, that was a valid restriction. If you replace that scenario and say, God is the ultimate parent, and you're a child, God has all the knowledge. So he's imposing laws on you that you don't understand yet, but it's only until, let's say, that you move on to the next phase of life, you go, oh, I get it now. Oh, I get it, Mum. I understand why you grounded me. I was smoking ciggies in the backyard.
Seems obvious.
It seems obvious now, but it's only when you're an adult do you realise that. They seem like outward restrictions, but inwardly they're free a person. Yeah. Like we say, we're going to restrict your food for a month, but you actually get free of eating. Okay, we're going to fast Ramadan, and that seems like a massive restriction on a person, but it actually frees you from your addictions to food. But unless you've practiced it, you'll never have a taste of that. You'll just think that's fucked up. If I point my finger out there and we went further enough, we'd be in the middle of fucking space. Something inside of my being, I can't even go there when it's like, oh yeah, this was just, and then bang, we're all just here. And there's no point, there's no purpose. No one accepts that for anything. People say, what's the point? You know, you say you're doing something, they say, what's the point? Do you create something and say, what's its purpose? Like, we're beings of purpose and meaning. That's a part of our nature that's in there. It's easy to fall into that, where you go, oh, there's no point. Because that's the culture we live in, especially here in this culture. But if we went to a different place in the world, it'd be the complete opposite. I don't know where we're going with that point.
Well, I'm just interested in perspectives on religion.
My perspective on religion is that God is real. Flat out.
Yeah.
God is real.
Yeah.
Maybe not big bearded Zeus on top of Mount Olympus type looking. Not gods. God as a singular is real. But all I know is that we're on a floating rock in the middle of space, and I think being conscious is a fucking trippy experience. Yeah. Really, at the root of it. Yeah. And it feels mystical in a way. How we wrap our head around it is very confusing to me. If someone just explained the facts to you, you'd be like, religious, non-religious, evolved from apes, whatever. The most like petty concept of creation is still mind-blowing enough for you just to go, what the actual fuck? How is that even a thing? Where did we come from? Yeah. Like, where are we going?
That's the biggest dead.
What's the point?
Exactly.
Where did it all come from?
Yeah.
How can something come from nothing?
Exactly.
If it was all nothing, who set it all into motion? It just set itself into motion?
You know the mindset
what was the first
right
cause?
Now, like,
what was the first cause?
It's fun though, it's fun.
Yeah. Well, it's fun because instead of sitting there pulling your fucking dick going, there's no point to life other than watching pornography, you come to these questions, man, which are really like, they're juicy. They're fucking juicy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got no fucking idea. I'm a child in the matter, which is nice. I'm rereading this Michelangelo book. The thing I got out of that book the most was this bit when they were talking about how when he was commissioned to do the Sistine Chapel, he thought he was getting set up to look bad from the Pope's architect. And then when he went there, he said, I'm not a painter. He's at the feet of creating one of the most great artworks of all time. And he's saying, he had doubt, like, I'm not a good enough painter. And then still went on to create shit that splits dudes' brains in half. Honours are falling dead on the floor. Yeah. A little bit of doubt arises and you think you're like unique. Next level info from that book. That's the number one thing I took away from that book. Is that like you have a bit of self-doubt and you go, fucking hell, the greatest in history have had doubt. We all good?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I reckon we'll start with planks.
Oh, on the ground?
Yeah. Usually I work out on the ground and then do a few machines.
Yeah.
But I start predominantly here. We're going to do some light deadlifting. Yeah, we're good.
Just want to build a bit of general.
Just overall life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's big.
It's not really for cycling. I'm sure it helps, but this is like wiping the floor at home. I feel less fragile bending over. The last couple of years riding, I never deadlifted. It's essential now. I think I was relying on old strength a lot, but that dwindled down a lot.
Yeah.
It's not that much weight, but I think consistently it'll produce a really great outcome. You gotta have a nice bench to sit on. Spend all week getting the heart rate up. I don't want the heart rate up. Sometimes the telly gives me an anxiety attack. Yeah, I think these are gonna be big. It's cool for the viewers because I got no idea. Fuck knows what this is gonna do for me, but we'll find out. I'm happy with that. You just get serious karma if you fuck with the organisation, if you don't do it right. Yeah.
What's the goal? Distance or time?
The goal is 900 Ks.
To go 1,000?
900.
900.
It sounds ridiculous, though, I know. Let me do this set, eh? Maybe this will help. Oh yeah, I like that. I think for me, I'm just gonna do my best. If it's in me, it's in me.
Okay.
We'll find out. This is it. No speed on the Garmin. I like that, eh? That gets me excited.
So have you withheld a bit of whatever you had for your previous two big races?
My view is they were training for this.
Yeah.
There's no need to stress about it. Oh, I was making moves when I was 5. It's been a long training program, eh? Do you know what, these dumbbells? They make them look so big, but they're actually not that heavy. These are the 35s. They look like 50s. This is my warm-up. We're gonna flush the soy into the muscle. Otherwise, my shit's gonna be titty soon. This is exclusively for video only.
Yeah, true.
Too much cardio. Jakey. It's just weird shit will happen. Like you'll be opening a jar and your front delt will burn. This whole riding a fire is a great thing, but
I can't open it.
like there's a life of opening jars after this.
Yeah.
It's a subtle move. You can rest, get fresh, keep your fitness, if not get slightly more fit, get your mental sharpness back. Fucking why not? We could probably take a deload week every second week, and if we believed in it more than what we're doing, it'd probably be better. We could probably go 800 Ks, 50 Ks, 800 Ks, and we'd probably still be able to, it's amazing, like, if we had the belief, we'd probably still make progress. Posture feels reset. You spend so much time like that, it can't be good for your back. That's good technique. Yeah, that's the training done. About, don't know what time it is.
I've got a vein popping out of
You got a vein, man. That's what happens when you come on the deload. Where's the sun at? It's about midday. Ciao.